Hello and welcome to a new devlog video for Peasant Uprise. I would like to thank everyone that's following this project and has helped me reach an amazing milestone of 300 subscribers. Your support is really helping me in these final stages of development. Within my list of tasks this week, the more prominent ones pertain some visual improvements that I've had in mind for a while. Let me start by saying that clouds would not be visible on a top-down view, but I'm not really interested in the clouds themselves, but in the shadow that they will cast on the ground. So I'm really glad with the way this looks, but this could be improved so it doesn't take too much hit on performance. Originally, the clouds are 3D objects with its own geometry, but since they're not going to be viewed, it's a bit of a waste. So I decided to use textures instead of geometry to define those shadows and just put them on a quad. As we're placing static objects in a scene, movement is crucial to bring the world to life. As you can see, this little trick makes this sequence a lot more alive just by the movement of the shadows. And it creates some neat effects, especially when the shadow is also covering a building. I have to say that the implementation of clouds was pretty simple, but it did take a bit of time to get the right size, speed, and shape, and also the right opacity, so it just doesn't turn everything too dark. Second on my list was to expand something that I did for the cat scene that I put together for Milton. In that situation, I added a mist layer that suits pretty well for a medieval theme. So I took that particle system and attached it to the camera so it would be something constant in the game and not just shown in a town. However, adding this particle system the way it was implemented made my frames per second drop all the way to 35 FPS. Now be mindful that Unity is running on editor mode and I'm also recording, and I do have other applications running, but still, if I wanted to use this effect, it clearly needed some optimization. By stretching and resizing the particle system and switching to use billboards and a new texture, I was able to pull the number of particles from 2000 down to 300. This made me more hopeful that I could keep this effect. I really love this misty look on the ground, but then the scene started to feel too saturated with effects between the sun's shaft, mist, and other particles. I decided to keep all the effects, but turn the intensity down a notch in a way that they serve their purpose without saturating the scene. The last visual change had to do with post-processing. Each level in Peasant Uprise uses its own unique post-processing volume. This gives me the flexibility to change how each level looks in respect with others. But I'm not going to make the whole look of the game completely different between levels. I will touch the color correction instead, a bit depending on the type of level. Currently, there are 5 types: towns, farms, forests, rocky, and vineyards. So I have put together 5 post-processing profiles to reflect these types of levels. I'm really happy with how the game is looking now, and while these improvements are not crucial to the game, they are part of the process of starting to close things down little by little. You may have noticed that I'm also starting to be a bit more aware and cautious about performance, and that's something that will be a constant theme from now on. Before jumping on the next poll, if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe and click on the bell to receive notification of future uploads. Thus far, I've counted down to 3 grapevines, and I would like your opinion as to which one you fancy the most. Hop onto Discord and cast your vote. You can find the link in the description. With that said, I'll see you in the next update.